So a fresh start it is, and after a really competitive race, Mr. Hussein Mohammed was confirmed as the new FKF president. And so today we're going to be reviewing 3 articles by Pulse Sports. The key one is the 5 things that the new FKF president needs to address immediately. Finally facing it all, fearless. So welcome back to Alphabila Football, Kenya's biggest football channel. And so to jump straight into it, we're going to be reviewing the 3 articles by Pulse Sports because they build up to our key one, which is the 5 things that the FKF president needs, the new FKF president, Mr. Hussein Mohammed, needs to address immediately. The first was actually dropped on the 8th of December. The title was, "My Team Will Move with Speed. The new FKF boss Hussein Mohammed vows as he faces uphill task to ready Kenya to co-host 2024 CHAN." Mohammed's first task will be to ensure Kenya meets the threshold needed to be ready to co-host the 2024 CHAN next February, with the deadline by CAF set at December 31st. So the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has set a December 31st deadline for the completion of the Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani, and Nyayo Stadium. Recent inspections by CAF officials painted a bleak picture, with work reportedly significantly behind schedule. On average, the work at Kasarani is 71% complete. It needs to get to 100% by December 31st. A CAF source revealed. Notably, Kasarani's canopy is only 40% finished, while the sound system is at a major 10%. So Mohammed, freshly off a decisive election victory, acknowledged the magnitude of the task ahead. He said that we have to settle in very quickly. The new team has to take the bull by the horns, he remarked to the media on Saturday. And so with that said, we're going to jump to the second article, which was dropped on the same day in the afternoon. So it's actually pretty interesting. We mentioned the title was CHAN 2024, Why Kenya Will Likely Lose Hosting Rights to Rwanda. So the subtitle is, Kenya is staring at a second embarrassment as the hosting rights for the 2024 African Nations Championship CHAN tournament will likely go to Rwanda due to delayed preparations. The reason for this is actually the fact that Kenya is behind. Uganda and Tanzania are set. Kenya is behind. They actually said that the country was granted the hosting rights alongside neighbors Tanzania and Uganda for the tournament, which will kick off on February 1st, 2025. But while the other 2 countries have stadiums, Kenya does not. So this is now the key point, is the fact that Kenya now looks like they will lose their position to Rwanda, who already have a Mahoro Stadium, which was opened after 2 years of work that turned it into a world-class facility, while Uganda have the Mandela National Stadium, and Tanzania the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium as their main facilities. So with that said, we can actually look and focus on the article that was dropped on the 9th of December, and it is actually the focus for today's video. Hussein Mohammed, 5 things newly elected FKF president must address immediately. So here are the 5 things that he needs to address immediately. So it's the CHAN 2024 preparations. Kenya is in a race against time to be ready for the 2024 African Nations Championship, as the stadiums earmarked for the tournament are far from ready. The second thing is sort out Firat's future. Another pressing issue is the fate of Harambee Stars coach Engin Firat, whose tenure has been marked with failures, yet the outgoing regime seemed to be comfortable with his presence and work. The third thing is address referees' mess. The level of officiating across all levels of the Kenyan game are at its all-time low, with complaints raised in the entire football pyramid. The fourth thing is professionalize KPL. One of Mohammed's main promises was to ensure the Kenya Premier League is managed professionally and by an independent entity akin to the Jack Oguda-led Kenya Premier League Limited that ran the top flight for nearly 2 decades before the federation took over. Last but not least is to win back sponsors. Having a professionally run league will be one of the ways to win sponsorship back into the Kenyan game, as it has been lacking. A lot of Kenyans will agree that these are the critical factors to address and should be addressed immediately. And let us know what you think. But yes, that has been it for today's video. We've reviewed those 3 articles and we've talked about some of the things that our new boss our FKF president, Mr. Hussein Mohammed, needs to address immediately in order to revive Kenyan football. Do make sure to check out our other social media platforms at LFB Football. Do remember to like this video and subscribe to Kenya's biggest football channel. And as always, support Kenyan football. We out.